Okay, so we have Nikka with us today, and she has been a client in one of the my group programs recently, and was a really lovely client. With she brought a beautiful energy into the group, and so I'm so honored to have her here with us today, and to share a little bit about her story and to share a little bit about her journey with us. And yeah, hopefully you can all take something from her journey as well. So, Nikka, thank you so much for being here today and for giving us this time. So, it would be great if you could just tell us a little bit about your magic, about who you are and what you do.
So I do art therapy, or I do transpersonal therapeutic arts life coaching, and also serve combo ceremonies. Um, and I also paint a lot of paintings. Yeah, I do a lot of different things. But these are the main three things that I really enjoy.
Yeah, and you were looking at combining all your skills and experience together into like a coaching format. Is that right?
Yeah, so for some time they felt quite separate from each other, and then I thought, well, actually, they're all are really powerful tools, and then I thought, why not to combine it into one thing and offer it to people and see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, and I love that because I think that's something that a lot of people struggle with, and it's something that I struggled with as well. And yeah, coaching has really enabled me to bring everything together. So yeah, it's quite liberating when you can find a way to bring all your passions together, especially when you have, so many passions.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And hopefully, that will inspire people to connect to who they are and find their own true sides and evolve and to do what they really want to do or what they're happy doing.
Yeah, exactly. It's like instead of just being put in a box, like you have to do this one thing and this is how you do it, like why not be flexible with it and use all your creativity and skills and that's what makes you unique as well. So thank you for sharing that. So where do you feel you were in your business before you joined the program?
I think before I joined the program, my business, I mean, my idea was already there, uh, but it was just sort of floating around and wasn't very grounded idea. Um, and I had thought about that idea for a long time, and something was definitely stopping me from moving forward and taking the step.
Great. And what do you think was one of the biggest things that you took away from the program in terms of business strategy?
I suppose one step at a time or one action at a time. That was a really good thing to learn, even though like I knew it, but I never really had anyone almost like inspiring me to follow it. So I started practicing it and just taking one action, coming up like with one action for the next 24 hours, um, looking at solutions rather than problems, and really bringing it into business. That was the probably the biggest thing.
Okay. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that? Like, was there something specific that you were kind of struggling with, and maybe got some more clarity around, or
Um, like for instance, I needed to do some work on my website, and I would either forget or would get distracted. But then when we were having our sessions, and like you asked us to do like action towards our goal, and I would be like, okay, so probably sorting out my website, that might be really good. Okay, so then doing this application, rather than just panicking and stepping back and really looking at the bigger picture and freaking out and thinking, wow, I don't really know where to start or what to do. It all looks great, but at the same time, not very practical, not very, as I said, grounded.
Mm. Yeah, because I think it can be quite overwhelming, all the things that you have to do as an entrepreneur and setting up your own business. And yeah, so from what I'm hearing, it helps to just have some guidance around what to focus on next. Is that right?
Yeah. And also, really connecting my spiritual practices and my business together. That was as well a big learning, connecting like chakras with the different aspects of businesses. That was really, really interesting and helpful.
Great. Yeah, because like we were saying in the program, it's not just like making a success of your business is not just business strategy. It's like 50% business strategy and 50% doing the inner work. So it's great that you enjoyed that side of it as well. In terms of that side of it, like the mindset and the energetics, can you tell us a bit more about your experience with that?
About the chakra side or the
Yeah, or working
yeah.
through your inner blocks, like what kind of resonated with you the most?
I suppose like the biggest work for me was on my on value, my own value of my service. So looking at it was really, really helpful because I always struggle with that, like putting price um on my service or selling myself. It always felt quite wrong. But then, we approached it in a very different way. um, and also like having this fear of sales, that's a big one. So it was really good to look at it from a different angle, from more like holistic angle that I really feel connected to. I was like, okay, so it's not actually that bad, and I can work through it, so it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be so scary.
Amazing. I'm so glad that you were able to get a different perspective from that. And yeah, I think the whole attaching your worth to your services is such a common thing in
Mhm.
entrepreneurs as well. And so being able to separate that so you can be like, I'm worthy, but this is my business and this is separate to my worth anyways. So, how do you feel like things have changed for you now, having been through this program?
I feel like my business is a bit more grounded. So, and I've taken some steps. And also, I feel like I'm just about to really step into my business fully with my move. And I feel a bit more prepared than before. I feel more aligned and more connected in a way to my business in a different way. So, and also I feel really inspired to do it and quite excited rather
Yeah.
than, I mean, obviously there is a bit of fear, but in general, um, excitement is the dominant feeling. Yeah, so I think it's there's still obviously a lot of work to do, but I feel more ready to embrace what's ahead of me.
Mhm.
While before it was really big, unknown, void. So that's
Amazing.
definitely a big difference there.
Good. Yeah. And I love to hear that the excitement is overriding the fear because I think, the fear never really goes away. But if the fear is bigger than the excitement, then it really holds us back. But if you can get that inspiration and excitement to override the fear, then it's a lot easier to move forwards with that. So
Mhm.
yeah, well done. And what do you think is one thing that you were like most excited about having gone through the program?
I think finally, like sitting down and writing like goals about my business and everything, that was really exciting because I almost like didn't allow myself to do it.
Yeah.
Um, so just really visually seeing it on paper and doing homework as well, like really working on those blockages and connecting like to different chakras. That was really exciting.
Amazing. And also I wanted to like celebrate you for making such a bold decision to book your flights and move to LA for 6 months, right?
Yeah, it's the first step, and then we'll see what's gonna happen after. But yeah.
Yeah. So, because you'd been thinking about that for a while. And
Yeah, it's been on my mind for a couple of years, and I didn't know how. And then suddenly, through meditation, so through my work, I was like, actually, I can, I can find a way around it.
yeah. And so you're there. Well, Nikka's in New York at the moment, but she's off to LA next Tuesday. So this dream of hers is actually becoming a reality now. And you're going to go explore options to take your business there and find a studio.
Yeah, to set up my studio, start really connecting to people, finding clients, and attracting people to see who's interested in what I have to offer. Just really being playful with it, and yeah, it's been on my mind to try to move to LA. So
Mm.
well, let's see what's gonna happen and what's gonna come out of it.
Yeah, I'm so excited for you. And I just want to honor your courage and your willingness to show up for your dreams. So you're going for it and really well done. And then just lastly, what advice would you give people who might be interested in investing in this program or even in a business container that they feel might support their journey?
Advice for people who are doing this program.
Yeah, who might be interested in doing the program or in another kind of business container that's similar.
I think just staying open and do homework. I think that's really important.
Great. Okay. So, is there anything else that you wanted to share or any advice that you can offer people having started on this journey?
I'm really grateful that I had an opportunity to go through this program because it came in the right time, right moment, right place, and um, yeah, it was really divine timing. I really was thinking about it, and then suddenly it just all worked out, and you had this program, and it all happened. And having your support and your wisdom and your knowledge around it and how you held our sessions, it was really, really beautiful, and I'm really grateful for it. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot. And I'm so pleased that you got so much out of it. And
Thank
it was great to have you in the program as well
you.
and your beautiful energy too. So, yeah, thank you. Wishing you all the best on your journey and can't wait to see how that unfolds for you. And
Yeah,
thank you for your time today as well.
either break out or break down.